1 year ago from right now, U.S. lawmakers were reconvening in the U.S. House and Senate chambers to certify the election results of November 3rd, 2020. They did so after surviving a deadly attack on the U.S. Capitol building. Good evening. I'm Martha Sagowski. Let's go over that timeline of this historic day. On January 6, 2021, President Trump held a rally in Washington, urging his followers to march to the Capitol and fight to stop the election from being certified. Thousands of rioters attacked the U.S. Capitol, breaching the Senate floor. When it was all over, 5 people were dead and 140 police officers were injured. 1 year later, people in Washington and across Central Florida are commemorating the attacks, asking both sides to end the vitriol for democracy and never let the Capitol come close to falling again. Nick Papantonis is live in Orlando. And Nick, a year has passed, but the consequences of that day are still happening.
Yeah, a vigil happened right here just a few hours ago in downtown Orlando. The people that spoke on stage bringing a message of hope and gathering together. But the people here in the audience had a lot of fear. They think the extremists have enough power to do what they did again. As for the extremists themselves, more than 24 Central Floridians either facing charges or in prison. The shouts of officers, smoke-filled Washington skies, and crashes of shattering glass are seared into America's history. The strongest democracy in the world broken. In retreat from a mob seeking to undermine the Constitution they profess to love.
What does this mean for the fate of democracy?
The memories so strong it brought about 100 people to Lake Eola to mark 1 year since the attack Thursday night. You were on vacation from Paducah and you chose to take time to come to this event.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I believe in our democracy.
It showed how fragile our democracy is. It's not just Washington, it's national.
Democrats in Washington also took the time to reflect and asked Americans to renew their commitment to the nation's values.
Many people call themselves patriots, but true patriots don't lie, they don't steal, they don't cheat, they aren't cowards.
We, the American people, should resolve never to take American democracy for granted.
They were joined by some Republicans, including Ted Cruz and Marco Rubio.
It is an anniversary of a violent terrorist attack on the Capitol.
What happened on January 6th of last year at the U.S. Capitol can't be defended and can't be justified.
Others sought to undermine what was otherwise a carefully orchestrated day.
When you say it's an insurrection and then a year later, nobody has been charged with that.
More than 700 people are facing charges or have pleaded guilty since the attack, including 76 from Florida. The charges faced by the 24 Central Floridians arrested since that day include obstruction, assaulting police officers, theft, and conspiring against the United States government. The suspects' court proceedings are in different stages as charges have been upgraded from initial hearings to serving prison time. There's also the investigation into the people who incited them.
Members of the angry mob were lied to by powerful people willing to discard all of the things that actually make America great.
Asked if America had learned its lessons since that day, the left-leaning crowd at Lake Eola said they were doubtful and called for reforms.
Everyone needs an opportunity to be able to vote, and we need to take away the obstacles to that. Otherwise, nobody will trust anything.
You may be hearing about this attack a little bit more over the next couple of weeks. Many of these Central Floridians that are facing charges right now have hearings between now and the middle of February. We'll be bringing updates if any of them are determined to be facing prison time significantly. Live in downtown Orlando, Nick Papantonis, WFTV Tonight.